going to start our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Have a moment of silence, please. Roll call, Corinne.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Here.
Counselor Heising?
Here.
Counselor Simon?
Here.
Counselor Tiarena?
Here.
Counselor Schneider?
Here.
We have 5 members present. We have a quorum.
Council has had time to review the prior meeting's minutes. Can we get a motion to approve those, please?
I have. I'll make a motion to accept.
I'll second. Motion to approve the prior meeting minutes moved by Counselor Chamberlain and seconded by Counselor Heising. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay. Before we move in to our meeting portion, I need council to make a motion, if they would please, to accept the resignation of Councilmember Harold Stickley. We did receive a letter that he is asking to resign due to personal reasons.
I'll second the motion.
Motion to accept the resignation of Councilmember Harold Stickley moved by Counselor Simon and seconded by Counselor Chamberlain. Any discussion? Counselor Simon?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Tiarena?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
5 ayes, 0 nays, motion carries.
Thank you, Council. Moving on to committee reports. We have a Finance Committee report.
We met March 3rd. Myself, Shane, Sarah, and staff members Keith, Jamie, Tom, Mayor Heener, Corinne were there. The matter was the Glenwood Avenue assessment. It was previously discussed on January 20th. We decided at that time to do the necessary steps to extend it by 8 years. Property owners came in at a meeting and we discussed things that they brought up and getting more information, how to move forward. There was no action taken, no signatures were obtained for the petition, so we agreed to meet again. I think we're going to meet in executive session after this meeting to further discuss that issue.
Okay. Let's see. What is this one? What did I do? Thank you. Okay. Next we have Tree Commission.
They met, there really, again, there wasn't a whole lot of discussion other than the Arbor Day. They're going to honor that at the primary school at 12:30, and then the elementary school at 2:30 on the 25th of April. If there's a rain day or the weather doesn't permit it, they're going to move it to the April 28th as their backup day.
That's always a great day. Sloshy and wet. Always good.
Right, yeah, and cold.
Yeah, but they always enjoy it.
Yep.
Okay. Nothing to move on that one?
No.
Okay, great. Let's see. Park board.
That was busier. There was the Veteran Services talked about a bench that they were going to.
Yes, they want to donate a bench to be placed along the bike trail. And since the bike trail is overseen by the park board, I wanted to get their approval on it first. Originally, the Veteran Service Agency wanted to donate 2 benches, one for a park and one for the bike trail. But the park board would like to keep the memorial benches in Homecoming Park as uniform as possible to the ones that Rotary is putting in the walking trail. So they accepted the bench on the bike trail, but if the Veteran Services Organization wants to donate one, if they would purchase one of those benches to put up in Homecoming Park.
Then the pool membership or rental, the employees were asking if there's a discount. I think come up with about 25% across the
25%.
board. Because some of them live in town, some of them do not. So if they do a 25% off of memberships and or rentals, that's pretty much fair share around. So, let's see, what else did we get? They talked about the Durapatch of the two fields, or is it a two field?
Durapatch and.
Durapatch, oh, Durapatch, I
Yeah.
that's a
We
little bit different.
we don't want to Durapatch fields, no.
The balls will bounce good then.
Sliding could be an issue.
Little tough.
Yeah. Also, they get 35,000 to fix or all the fences out there to.
We got a quote for 35,000. We're going to start with the worst fence, which is Dane Bossa Field. See how it works to make sure it's going to do what we want it to before we pull the trigger on the rest of the fence.
They got a hold of Mr. Lane to come out and look at putting in a box for power. 4th of July, homecoming and stuff like that. Then the homecoming dates are the 24th, July 24th through the 26th.
Yep.
What they've got. Other than that, pretty much on that.
The full discount for employees, is that full-time, part-time, all?
I guess they never really discussed that part. They just said county or town or city employees. Sorry.
My understanding was it was for any city employee.
Seasonal?
Not seasonal, but full or part-time employees.
Okay. Just so we're on the same path with that everybody understands. So we don't have issues. That might want to be something that you guys go back and
Define a little bit.
Yeah, define the employee status,
Right.
what you guys are really actually looking for.
So for the 35,000 for the fence, did you get multiple quotes on that or just?
That was from the company that came out and did our pickleball field.
Oh, okay. Got
Is
it.
that Bedford?
Yes.
You guys were happy with the pickleball fencing, Rich?
Yeah.
That looks
They
really
did
sharp.
excellent job.
Any other questions before you guys move on the park board?
So then if we were to, for this recommendation, can we make the recommendation and then clearly define it after? Or do you want to define it before we vote on it?
Well, they're not going to meet, it's for another month.
Right.
I mean, that gives you enough time, but if they're buying passes, and I don't know how that works.
When do they start selling passes?
Well, we brought it up this month because pool passes start, I believe, March 1st.
Yeah.
So we wanted to.
It's not like they can't get a full pass,
Right.
it's just knowing what the cost is.
I would have assumed, if I just read this, and I would have assumed it meant part-time and full-time and not seasonal.
Yeah, but then you've got that seasonal person that's going to ask. So I just want to make sure that it's written so that they know for sure. But I agree with you.
Could you call it a year-round employee? I don't know.
The council can call it what it's.
Council members, I mean, I'm comfortable when we get to that point, just to make the recommendation reflect full-time and part-time and just get it done tonight.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'm good with that.
Makes it so much easier on the person taking the class. Okay, so we need a motion for our park board.
I will move to accept those minutes or recommend that we accept the memorial bench. Which one would you like?
Whichever one you would like to do, the first one probably.
Okay, I'll go for that.
I'll second
Recommendation to accept a memorial bench from the Fulton County Veterans Service Organization moved by Counselor Heising and seconded by Counselor Simon. Any discussion? Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Simon?
that. Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Tiarena?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
5 ayes, 0 nays, motion carries.
Okay. And I need the recommendation for the 25% discount for city employees.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
Recommendation to approve a 25% discount for full-time and part-time city employees for pool passes and rentals moved by Counselor Schneider and seconded by Counselor Tiarena. Any discussion? Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Counselor Tiarena?
Yes.
Counselor Simon?
Yes.
Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Thank you. Department head reports. Chief?
We've been, again, very steadily busy. Over the weekend, we had several weather-related incidents, but nothing significantly serious. So we made it through there. The heroes versus heroes, for those of us that played, it went well. So, but, yeah, no, we enjoyed it. Good representation by everybody.
Good. No injuries?
Not on my end.
Maybe some soreness, but no injuries, I don't believe.
Definitely.
Any questions? All right. Chief?
No major updates from Thursday. The only thing we did kind of have an end of an era at the Wauseon Police Department and the retirement of our last Crown Victoria.
That was a little sad.
So, yeah, that was a staple of police cars for many, many years. This one was a 2011. It was our oldest car in the fleet, year-wise. It was taken out of service on Thursday with the recommendation of our mechanic. And we should hopefully be having the replacement car in within the next couple of weeks that we had ordered. And that'll take a little while to get it built and striped out, but.
And someone from the public can have a piece of this history.
That's right. Once we get it all the way decommissioned out, we will put it on GovDeals for auction. So.
And then if it doesn't move, does Fort County, or did they also auction on it?
No, we did not auction. They usually don't do that. We donated out to Fort County last year our charger.
Yeah.
We took out. So yeah,
Maybe start.
Crown Vic still does have a big following. So.
Yeah.
A lot of taxi cabs want that car.
And your lowriders too.
Yeah.
Who had been assigned that car most recently? Was it assigned to a particular officer? Or was
Yeah,
it
that
the
Patrolman
rookie?
Ed Wiedemann.
Okay.
He's the one. He's an old school guy. He's always he requested to keep the Crown Vic when he started with our department. So he wanted to keep it in that. So he's a little bittersweet day for him, but
A lot more room in those than the Chargers.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Moving on, Keith?
Just a couple of updates from Thursday. As I told you, we put out for bid the Enterprise Sanitary Sewer Project. We've had 3 companies contact us for bid packets, so I'm pretty confident that we will be getting several turned back in. Opening will be March 28th at 2 p.m. For a lot of those projects, they do hand them in personally for that, so we may not see any until 2 o'clock on the 28th. Also an update on the hybrid beacon. Smith Paving will be out tomorrow at 9 o'clock to do the sidewalk work and the concrete work around that. I still have not got an update as far as when Edison is going to be there to energize it or when they're going to restripe the roadway for the crosswalk. But should all be done here fairly shortly. Also, another update for the pool. Tom Burkholder, the manager, has got all the slots filled. We've got full complement. I'm very impressed with how many of our pool employees come back year after year. We've got several that this will be their 6th year, and we've only been open, this will be the 6th year we've been open. And the ones that don't come back are because they've graduated college, moved on, but for the most part, we've got a pretty steady following of people coming.
That's nice. Nice to hear. Any other questions for Keith? I did send you another one that came through my email on the bid
Yep,
package. Did you get it?
I sent it to her just,
Okay.
that's why I was walking in almost late.
Okay.
Got it out to you.
Yeah, I just seen it, so I wanted to make sure you did too. All righty, Tom?
I don't really have anything to report.
Nothing at all?
Really, I would say my office will be I'll be accepting calls in the morning if anybody needs help filling out their March Madness brackets.
Oh,
Okay.
that's true.
We'll waive, for you guys, we'll waive the consultation fee.
That's awesome.
He always picks a Duke.
Yeah, I know. We don't get
That
it.
is part of the deal.
You have to.
Yeah, 'cause she was due to win it all.
March Sadness.
Yeah, March Sadness, I like that. Okay, any other questions? All right, let's move on then to our ordinances. Let's see, we're going to start with ordinance 2025-4, which is an ordinance amending the codified ordinances of the city of Wauseon to add a new section 721 pertaining to mobile food vehicles.
I'll make that motion.
Motion to place ordinance 2025-4 on second reading, moved by Counselor Tiarena and seconded by Counselor Simon. Any discussion? Counselor Tiarena?
Yes.
Counselor Simon? Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Thank you. Brandon, this one was a tough one, so thank you for that, because there's a lot of different things.
Oh,
on
yeah.
that.
I think Tom kept messing up.
I did do it. We got through it. Thank you both, because that was
Yeah.
you wouldn't think it would be that much, but it is, between health department and everything else, and the fire department. It's a good ordinance. Let's see. So then we're going to move on to ordinance 2025-5, which is an ordinance amending section 377 of the codified ordinance of the city of Wauseon.
I'll make that motion proudly.
Yes, sure you will. You and your golf carts. I'll second it.
Very proudly as well.
No, it won't.
Motion to place ordinance 2025-5 on second reading, moved by Counselor Tiarena and seconded by Counselor Chamberlain. Any discussion? Counselor Tiarena?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Simon?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Thank you. We have nothing under third reading, but under new business, we have quite a bit. Let's see, well, not really. We have the recognition, we're asking recognition of the retirement of Lou Turo from the water plant. Do you have anything to add to that, Keith?
April 4th will be his last official day here with 32 years of service to the city. And he's done a phenomenal job, and he's definitely going to be sorely missed. But I can congratulate him on the years of service, and I thank him for the 5.5 years that I've worked with him as public service director.
It's a lot of wisdom leaving.
Yes, it is.
I mean, what an important job, right? I mean,
Yeah.
he produced the water,
Absolutely.
right? I mean,
Liquid
that's
gold, liquid gold. is
super
water.
important.
Absolutely. Very good. Okay, thank you. Let's see, we have nothing under old business. I'm going to ask that we move into an executive session. A motion to enter into, if someone would do that to consider the appointment of employment dismissal. This was the motion.
You don't want to approve the bills.
Yeah, I got those two out of order.
I wondered about that.
If we want
It's okay.
to approve the bills first,
You
they
know,
have the
stay-
correct version.
Okay, I didn't get that. I'm
Yeah, sorry.
about that. All right, let's move on to 14 will be the approval of the bills, and 15 will be the executive
I'll
session.
make a
Thank you.
motion to pay the bills.
I'll second.
Motion to approve and pay the bills as presented, moved by Counselor Schneider and seconded by Counselor Heising. Any discussion? Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Simon?
Yes.
Counselor Tiarena?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.
Okay, and we've all read that again, so if someone would move to go into an executive session, I would appreciate that. All right.
I'll second the idea.
Motion to enter into executive session, moved by Counselor Simon and seconded by Counselor Chamberlain. Any discussion? Counselor Simon?
Yes.
Counselor Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Heising?
Yes.
Counselor Tiarena?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carries.